What's up, everyone? Welcome to Ashley Talks Movies. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Just Mercy, the new film starring Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx, and Brie Larson. The film tells the story of a lawyer named Bryan Stevenson, played by Michael B. Jordan, who defends a man named Walter McMillian, played by Jamie Foxx, who was wrongly convicted of murder in Alabama and then sentenced to death. So the important thing to know about this film is that it's based on a true story. And as the film goes along and you start to connect with these characters, you start to realize that, wow, these are real people who dealt with these really tough situations, and that really affects how you view this film. As I mentioned before, Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx are in this film, and they both give great performances. Michael B. Jordan in particular, I mean, he's really great here. He brings such conviction to his performance, and I'm not used to that from him, from his performances, but here it's very subtle. He feels, his character feels like he has the weight of the world on him, and you see that with his performance as the film goes on, especially given the circumstances of what he's dealing with. You know, he's trying to get this guy who was wrongly convicted of murder off death row, and he's also taking on these other cases, but also he's dealing with racism and bias and an unjust system in the South, in Alabama, and you know, all these factors are coming into play, and then Michael B. Jordan just gives this guy, you know, such humility. He does such a great job. Jamie Foxx is also really good here. He also gives a very subtle performance as Walter, and you know, this is a guy who's facing death. Okay, he's been convicted of this crime. He says he didn't commit. There's evidence to support that he did not commit the crime. He's been sentenced to death row, and you know, every moment of his life is just him facing this fear that he's going to die, and wrongfully so, because, you know, he's innocent. And Jamie Foxx turns in this great performance of this guy who's very contemplative, but he's also lost a lot of his hope and is sort of done with the system. And so when Brian shows up, when Michael B. Jordan's character shows up, you know, he's kind of like, I don't really trust you as a lawyer. I don't really want to deal with you because, you know, I have no hope left. And you start to see a change in him as the movie progresses, and Jamie Foxx does such a great job here. Just want to warn everyone now, this movie is very emotional. I mean, you could probably tell from the trailers that it's going to be an emotional movie, but I mean, once you're in it, it's a very emotional movie. This movie holds your attention. It moves slow, but it holds your attention just because of how things play out. You know, you stick with it because you want to see what happens with Walter and his case and how that all comes about. Man, did this movie hit me with all the feels. Like, I was an emotional wreck through a good portion of this movie. And a lot of it is to do with, this movie is very effective in making you, the audience, feel almost as helpless as some of the people that are incarcerated and in prison and on death row, because they feel like they can't do anything about their situation. And you as an audience, you're watching this all play out, and you see how unjust the whole system is, and like how all these people have been wronged, particularly Walter, and you feel helpless. You feel like you want to do something, you want to help, but you can't. There's nothing you can do as all these things happen in front of you. And it's really effective because it puts you right in the middle of everything. And I mean, I was sitting there watching, and I just was mad and frustrated and angry and sad all at the same time, watching how things played out, because I wanted to do something, but I couldn't. Some of the effectiveness of this movie, especially the emotional impact you will feel, is done through the direction. There's a lot of lingering shots on characters' faces when certain things happen, and you are watching things play out, and it stays with that character. And so you see this, how they react to things. And it makes you uncomfortable, but that's the point. There's a scene in the movie where, it's not really a spoiler, because I won't say who, but there's a scene in the movie where a character is executed. And that scene, there was not a dry eye in the theater, I don't think, because that scene was so powerful. but it was how it was shot. You know, from the music to the close-ups to the everything, and you feel it, and you can't look away, but you want to look away because it's so painful to watch it. But it was so good. Like I said before, this movie is very emotional. You know, a lot of things happen in this movie that will make you upset and make you angry. But it has a very powerful message, and I think it delivers that message very well. Again, because it's very effective with how it shows these characters, how it shows these people, you know, and shows how wrong things, how everything was stacked against them. And you as an audience get pulled right into it, and you feel it. You feel it. And I think it was great. I think it was a fantastic film. I recommend people see it. Like I said, it has a very powerful message in it, and it's a very effective movie. It really is. And it's very timely too. Surprisingly, even though this happened in the late 80s, early 90s, when this whole case and everything happened. But it's still very relevant today. Those are my thoughts on Just Mercy. Let me know what you think about the movie in the comment section below. While you're here, please like and share this review, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.